let's talk association. What's going on with your center in Philadelphia?
Look, just
Joel Embiid benched for a fourth quarter loss because
his knee.
Well, I mean, Nick Nurse said Yabusele was playing well, and they didn't want to take out Embiid, put Embiid back in. I mean,
listen,
they're seeking other options medically. What's going on with him?
His knee is it's not going to get better. Just shut him down, fix it, get ready for next year.
I guess. When with who? Good night, Nurse?
Well,
is that it?
You know,
I mean,
Cooper Flag, he can come be a Sixer. Sure, I guess we'll take him.
Everybody thinks they're in the Cooper Flag hunt right now. But the way that things are weighted now in the lottery, it's not so much.
Being a top 4 team doesn't even guarantee you all have the same percentage. It's not like it used to be.
His efforts to play in current treatments, including injections, have not provided any improvement. So the Sixers and Joel Embiid are consulting doctors and considering alternative options on his injured knee. That's Shams.
Needs to go down to Columbia with my boy Joey and get some stem cell shot in that knee. So
this is like the polar opposite of the Philadelphia Eagles right now in Philadelphia. You know? So there's that. There's, speaking of Eastern Conference basketball, the Knicks dipped their toe into the waters this weekend to see how they rank against the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference. And the word rank definitely comes into play. Yeah. Blown out by the Cavs and the Celtics. As our buddy Kat said that the Knicks are still a work in progress, and Brunson says, I need to step up more. Well, I'll tell you what. You're the 3 seed. You're going to wind up playing the Celtics in short order if the things go chalk, right?
Yeah, and based on, how they played over the weekend, that'll be a quick series.
It was awful. They looked terrible.
Had it down to, 8-7 at one point, and then it quickly got back to 16-18.
Well, it was damn near a 20-point deficit after the first quarter.
Yeah, it was rough.
So the Knicks, that was one of my top 5 questions, is who's going to come to the fore and crash this Cavs and Celtics party?
Doesn't seem like anyone in the East right now. And then the West, Lakers are surging. What is it, with 13 of 15 right now?
Let me tell you something. We have Jeannie Buss on this program tomorrow. She's coming in studio. And that team looks really, really good. The question is, who's going to defend down low?
They don't play a lot of defense, so that's kind of the thing.
Well, Jackson Hayes seems to get better each game, right? Yeah. And Rui, who hopefully is healthy for this stretch here, they look terrific against the Nuggets on Saturday night. They're only a loss back of the Nuggets and the Grizz in the top of the food chain here. It's a race for the 2 seed right now in the West. And Luka looked spry on Saturday night. He looked finally like he had turned the page over. Dallas is now, it felt, watching him on Saturday night, like he's finally put all of this stuff in the rearview mirror. The shock is worn off, or whatever seemed to have him in a bit of a fog. It seemed like that fog had completely lifted on Saturday night, and he looked spry and engaged and at the top of his game and distributing and shooting. And even his bitching and moaning at the refs were just brief and done. And LeBron at the top of his game, and Reeves, and I watched that game on Saturday against the Nuggets. I thought to myself, this could actually happen this year.
What is this?
Winning the West. Winning the West. And I texted the group watching Luka do what he did on Saturday night. And this is gonna happen over and over and over again. I texted the group. Nobody responded, but that's okay. I felt good just hitting send on it because I'm off of Twitter.
Point was taken, though. You're right.
What were the Mavericks thinking?
I just thought that was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
What
I don't know.
were they thinking? And
We'll
I
never know.
get it.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I get it that it doesn't help that Anthony Davis played to his criticism right away by getting hurt for a month. It doesn't help. And we're seeing the Mavericks here in the downtown Hoops Dojo tomorrow night. That's going to be on Turner. That's going to be a big game. And, you know, I imagine LeBron will just set up Luka. It's going to be a Luka night. It is just set up to be a Luka night in crypto tomorrow night. But it did appear to me, watching him play, pages turned, and watching the action this weekend, he seems to be more and more comfortable. And he and LeBron, I mean, are they gonna like combine for what, 70 a night? 70 a night or 60 a night?
Between the two
60
of them?
and 70 a night, right? And combine for what, 20 assists? Maybe 20 boards. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I know I'm talking triple doubles every night here.
60 might be a lot.
High end here.
But, you know, 50, 55 for sure. That's 30 plus from Luka.
Jeez.
I mean, he averaged 35 a game last year. You know, 25 a night from LeBron. He's still playing at a super high level. It just comes down to defensive effort for this team. Are they really going to crank it up every night once April hits to win the West?
Well, they ended the 9-game Nuggets win streak in emphatic fashion. Emphatic. And then appears to be a new surging team out west. And that is the Golden State Warriors. 5-1 since acquiring Jimmy Butler.
Yesterday, that wasn't even close.
How good is this team right
close.
now? How good is this team right now? You got to sit here as they are currently 2 back in the loss of the Clippers at 6. Is that their goal? And if that's their goal, they could play out of the play-in tournament. They could play straight out of it. Certainly, if the Clippers are like, we don't need Kawhi or Norm Powell tonight because we got back-to-backs, and we'll just go on the road and sit our best. Which again, at some point, I mean, is the rubber going to meet the road here, and you're going to have to see? I guess it doesn't matter. But the Warriors look revitalized. Moody? Not Mooney. Moody. They've got a Moody and a Mooney.
Butler's been great.
He's been terrific.
Say, I was skeptical, and he's been awesome. What a great fit so far.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. I mean, obviously, you want to have them in the mix.
Oh, they'll be in the mix.
West playoffs is going to be
fun.
Gauntlet.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Whereas the East is just kind of like, all right, Cleveland and Boston.
You don't think there's anybody that's going to pop through? You don't think the Pacers can just put it together just like last year? The Bucks. Nope. You don't think the Bucks will, huh? Why?
They haven't shown much.
They don't have to.
They don't have to.
They don't have to. I mean, we just talked about how some teams just
try to coast until, but
they just flip that switch.
But
then it's Giannis.
They're not good enough to coast.
I don't think they have the shooting to keep up with the way Boston and Cleveland playing, shoot the three. Yeah, I don't think so.
I think my greatest fear is that something that Brockman said last year is probably in effect, and that is
the Celtics.
Right now, the Celtics are the best, and I think maybe we might be in that position where now you got the Cavs, right? In that familiar Pistons position, that Bulls position, where you couldn't quite get over the hurdle for the last 2 years. I say the Celtics probably repeat, and then maybe the Cavs then step up next year. And
wow, you're already bouncing the Cavs here, huh?
It just sometimes you can kind of see things happen and kind of know where they're going.
Listen, if Porzingis stays healthy, if Jrue Holiday gets healthier, And if Derek White still pushes the ceiling higher,
Derek Havlicek?
Every single time you think Derek White, he's hit his
He was
ceiling.
unbelievable yesterday.
Guys, he's an Olympic gold medal winner.
I know,
course, he was
and that created that created problems in the locker room that you're wondering it could ever crop up again, right?
By the way, the best gold medalist on his team
That's right.
was Derek Havlicek. I mean,
He played better
Nice
than
try.
anyone in the Olympics who is also on the Celtics.
Name me another player in the NBA who has become self-made and keeps getting better every single year.
He was
when
awesome.
you think that he has reached his ceiling, that he
Zubats
can't get any higher.
from the Clippers.
This guy.
I'm not joking.
Seriously.
Look what Zoo's been doing.
What
Seriously.
Zoo's been doing.
Zoo should be most improved player this year. That's my thing. But, I mean, I know you're on the Derek White thing, but I'm being dead serious.
They're great. 5 of 6 from 3 yesterday.
He's unbelievable.
9 boards, 7
if
assists.
He plays like that, you can't beat him. They're unbeatable.
Yeah.
He shoots threes like that, and he defends
Yeah,
like that, and he
that's what I'm
plays
saying.
both ends of the floor like
Yep.
that. And you've got Tatum, and you've got Brown, and you've got Holiday, and you've got Porzingis, and you've got the rest of those bench players, and you got Al Horford, who's Benjamin Button of the NBA, coming off the bench.
Hauser, Pritchard making down threes. Luke
Richard
Cornett gives you
Pritchard.
some good minutes.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
one
it's
of
gonna be
those
tough.
guys? Which one of those guys always travels before hoisting one from half court?
That's Richard Pritchard.
Okay,
Peyton Pritchard.
Then he always hits 50-foot
Yeah,
threes.
yeah.
Sixth man and most improved.
I got you.
Yeah. Got it.
All right, we just did that NBA.
Excited for the parade in June.
This guy.
That'll be fun.
All right.
God.
At least he's not insufferable. Wait a minute, I've just been told.
Hey, look, TJ brought up the repeat already. I didn't.
Look, I'm just commenting on what I see.
Hold on a minute.
evolving.
Let me do this. Let me test it. You ready to test it? Okay. How many losses in the playoffs this year?
So it was 16 and 3 last year.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable again. I'll say 16 and 4.
Oh, just you're being magnanimous?
Well, they might lose 2 in the finals. Probably not.
To who?
It's
Thunder? Thunder?
Nah, it'll probably be the Lakers.
Oh my God! If it's Boston, L.A.
I mean, they're not even
There
close to
are-
being in our league, so it'll be gentleman's sweep
There are executives in Disney right now that are
on their
putting.
knees.
They are putting their silver pass? Is that what they still call?
I've never been.
Magic key.
Magic. What is it?
A magic key.
It's been a while since I was a cast member. So what is it now?
we have them at our house.
You have a magic key?
We have the magic keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the magic keys.
What are those?
It means you have the season pass at Disneyland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Snap, you got the
they're putting
power.
all the magic keys and all the cast members and all the Kingsmen and all the Humpty Dumptys and all of a small world.
Mm-hmm.
They are putting it all together for a Boston, LA Celtics Lakers final. LeBron and Luka and the Celtics going for a repeat. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That would be great.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.